This is a sculpture it's made out of 5 pieces of scrap metal. The bottom piece of it is the base of a household beater. Back in the days when it was made of iron, it's an iron beater bottom. I put a couple of little ears on the side of it to make it look a little bit more like a cat. Now the curved part is a place where the beater or whatever the object was attached to, and I sawed it off and made a new end for it. And then I added a little piece off of a typewriter, which is a little curved line. So it's kind of a parody of a useful object, I guess you could say. This was made more or less at the height of the Vietnam War, as I recall, and I was thinking about that when I did it. The object at the top is a military helmet that I got from a surplus store, and this was on a rod which plunges down into the bottom of the base and is free to go in any direction, so it rocks. So if you walk by the piece, it starts, the air moving by it starts it to rock. Oh, the hook sticks out the front. It's a meat hook. And when the helmet is rocking from side to side, the hook looks like it's gesturing, maybe inviting the viewer to come closer. All right, here's a sort of a tall piece. Maybe it's about 6 feet tall. The top, it has some found objects. There's part of a tail light assembly for an automobile and a few other assorted things. This is a little piece that is sitting on the ground. It's made from a number of lengths of pipe that's used in commercial high-pressure vessels of one kind or another. So it's all metal except for the sphere at the end, which is wooden. This is a piece from about the same period that has a ready-made base that was a flotation device that I guess the Navy used to keep something on the surface of the water. And it's made of balsa wood, actually, assembled pieces of balsa wood. And the mechanism up on top is parts of an old X-ray machine, probably from the 30s. Okay, there's another tabletop piece. It's about maybe 2.5 feet high. And it's somewhat referring to some natural objects. There's a toilet part in the middle that's ceramic. The bottom has a white circular object, which is also a piece of plumbing from somewhere. An exotic animal, perhaps from the bottom of the ocean. And the white horn in there is kind of like, I think it's the flushing lever from a toilet. Anyway, it's a little wall piece. It's only about 18 inches wide. It mounts on the wall with this circular lid of a frying pan that's made of aluminum. It's made by taking a balloon and blowing it up and then plastering the outside of it with paper, wet paper, and glue, and letting it dry, and then drawing on the surface with a pencil. It has some sort of humanoid forms in it down near the bottom. And the ball is an aluminum pressure tank probably for storing air under pressure, I guess. This is a little tabletop piece made out of a bronze casting that's part of an antique gasoline pump. There's two sides to it. It's symmetrical, and it's attached to a piece of an antler. Once again, it's sort of referring to conflict, but it's kind of in this case, it's sort of making a joke out of it. This piece is called black and white, which refers to the colors, or the lack of colors, and to the notion of a police car. The Los Angeles police cars are black and white. The second black thing that's under it are the legs off of two wood stoves. And then there's a white center, which is a lid of its frying pan. And coming out of that, there's two items of wood, which are taken from a bentwood chair. It's sort of an assembled insignia, you might say, that might be on the door of a police car. Arms flayed out to either side, like somebody just said, put your hands up, and they did.